So let's have everybody get to know Paula with a game
Ooh,
of this or that. So
okay.
as you know, 2 words, 2 phrases. You pick which one, I pick which one, we say why. So the
All right.
first one is pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Really? Why?
Pizza. Yeah. Pizza because I'm a little bit of a weird pizza fan and I like it as a bit of a table talk changer. So here's the thing. Spinach on your pizza, totally the way forward. Spinach pizza.
Okay, so this was a hard one for me. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I actually used to love the spinach pizza, like with the Alfredo sauce and stuff. It's called a white pizza here. So I
Okay.
actually was 100% on board with that.
Good.
However, that was a long time ago. This is one of those questions like this game, it doesn't give you context. You can't pick neither or both. You have to pick one.
Yeah.
But I am a celiac. So I have to do gluten-free. And there are some good gluten-free pizzas, but they're few and far between.
Yeah, I challenge that.
So
I mean, when you hit gluten-free pizza, it's the end of the road.
so I went with burger because you can get like a lettuce wrap burger or, a protein style burger or something like that. So I went with burger just because of that, because it's hard to find a good They are possible. I will not say there are no gluten-free pizzas. I'm not going to put the gluten-free pizza industry out of business. They do exist. It's just easier to find a good burger and do the lettuce wrap.
Fair
So
point.
and I will say that, and this is not an endorsement, it is not an endorsement, but I do love me a good protein style, animal style In-N-Out burger, So
Yes.
that's
It's
like
a good,
when
when
we,
I get there, it's a good one to have.
it is a good one to have. And when we are like, my husband forgets to make dinner, he's like, In-N-Out. And I'm like, there we go. All right. Novel or short story?
Oh, novel. Yeah, I love
Novel.
books. Yeah, I'm a reader. I adore books. And I buy loads of books more than I have time to read them. But there's just something about a nice long story, turning the pages, hard copy also. Absolutely always has to be the hard copy. Love a book.
This is another one where ask me 20 years ago, you would have gotten novel. But now it's short story because I go so much that when my body sits down to read a long novel, and I love the books. I love the feel
Mhm.
of the paper. I used to have and I still have a ton of in my library hard books. But if I sit down to read them, I fall asleep. My body says, oh, it's quiet time.
Yeah, you see, I'm a bit of a binger, so I'll start with if a book's good, I'll stick with it. Just like if I'm in
I,
a Netflix series, I'll binge the
yes,
entire thing. It's all or
same.
nothing for me. It's not this little middle ground. So
And I absolutely did the same thing whenever I would have a novel, and
yeah.
I'm curious, I don't know, maybe I would do the same thing if I actually, like, got a good novel that I got into, but I haven't had one lately that captured me enough to actually keep me awake.
Well, there you go.
So, we'll see. Maybe you
Hmm.
should recommend one to me, who
I have a
knows?
long list of recommendations.
Movie theater or streaming at home?
Oh, movie theater. And I don't go enough to the movies, but movie theater every time. You cannot beat that experience. You can't beat the big screen. You can't beat the run up with the popcorn. It's experience. And also as you get older, that's your night out, right? So that's your night
100%.
out. But at home, as I say, I'll do the binge, and that's not really good for the sleep, and it's not the same experience. But I don't have the power to stop mid-series and leave it to the next day. So I don't have it in
I
me. I can't.
have no self-control when I'm midway through and I'm like, I I have to know what happens next
Uh-huh.
because they always do such a good like end where you have to keep going.
That's it.
So we have a rule at our house, and I'm sorry, Netflix, Hulu, all of you. I apologize, but I am the customer you don't want. And I am the reason that you don't put out one every week. I'm the reason that you put out the whole series at once. Because if you put one out every week, I won't watch it until you put the whole thing out.
Until it ends. I'm with you, Anne.
Because I get so annoyed whenever that episode comes out and I can't see the next one. And then
Mhm.
I'll tell my husband, I'm like, that's it. I mean, there's one out right now that we thought the whole thing was out, started watching it, and then the next episode wasn't out. I'm like, that's it. We are not watching it until the whole thing is out. He looked
Yes.
last night. He's like, oh, nope, the whole thing's nope, we are not watching it. He's like, but there's 3 episodes. We can watch the 3. Nope,
No.
not until the whole
You
thing
don't go
is out.
back to it. You don't go back to it. You'll actually just abandon. I wait for the whole thing as well.
Yeah, I have to be able to see the whole thing. We just Sweet Tooth was one. Like we and what's I don't know, it's frustrating. It's probably good for them. We ended up having to watch all of season 1 again in order to watch season 2,
Yeah.
but we did it because we wanted to remember what happened, and then we binged all of season 2 because I just had to know.
Yes, I
I have
hear
no
you. I was a
self-control.
late bloomer to Succession, so I did the lot
Yes.
from the beginning. I was completely a late bloomer to that. So
Yes. And but all of that to say, I am 100% with you on the movie experience. And I did pick movie theater because there's while it's not like an everyday thing, there's just something different about
there is.
sitting in the middle seat of the middle row of the like and sitting back
Yeah,
and watching it, especially if you can get like the IMAX theater that's
yeah,
just gigantic and the booming and the sounds going all around you and
I'm with
good
you.
really buttered popcorn, maybe with milk duds tossed inside, you know.
Okay.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, sister. Just saying.
There's things that have not yet come to Ireland, so there you go.
There you go. There you go. So next time you're in the States, we'll go see a movie, we'll get milk duds, we'll get popcorn, and you can try it. Last one. City break or countryside retreat?
Oh, see, I'm just back from the countryside. I would still say city break. I like the busy. I love a city, and I like having the diversity of different things to do. And when you're in a city, you can always skit out to somewhere else. But I'm just back from 4 days in Wicklow, and it started to become the place that time forgot. And at that point in choppy Wi-Fi, 3 days, and I was going, okay, I need some civilization again. So I
Yeah.
probably would vote city.
I too went with city. As much as I do like to go to the country every once in a while, the thing is every time I do that, there's like no Wi-Fi and I can't. I just can't.
Even
I
knowing
would
there's no Wi-Fi, irks me. So I like to
yes.
know that it's there if I need it. I'm not necessarily plugged in and online. And I do like to have the recharge, but I recharge pretty quickly. So I don't need these long hiatus breaks in the countryside.
And
So
I
city
don't
for me.
I think you said it well though. I don't need to be on it. I don't need to be connected. I need to know that I can if I need to.
Yeah.
That's it. And I
Yeah. Plus, I
like when
think
the
I think
countryside
I
people.
love people watching. People are fascinating, right? So just even
Yes.
stepping out for a coffee and watching the world go by, love it.
That is so fun. And I think the biggest thing, like I went to New York recently and just being able to go to all these little hole in the walls with all of the different cultures and all of the
Yeah.
different places, or even just in one city block, try all of these different things. It's so fun walking everywhere.
Yes,
It's just, that's exciting. So
I'm with you.
I agree with you. Well, thank you for playing. I enjoy playing this or that with everybody.
That's
And what's so
fun.
fun about it is that in 6 months, a year, if we play again, our answers could be different because we're in a
Right.
different place in life. So
At least we know where we'll go in the city to have pizza together, gluten-free or otherwise. So, we've at
there
least
you
figured
go.
that. Mhm.
You get a pizza, I get a burger.
There you go.